Okay. Testing 1, 2, 3. All right. So I was watching Boxing Librarian's video, and I felt the need to run over here and make a another video regards to this fight between Gennady Golovkin and Kell Brook because Boxing Librarian said some things that were very alarming to me. It kind of brought me back down to earth. Even though Kell Brook put on a very impressive, entertaining, Special K performance against Gennady Golovkin, we all have to remember that weight classes are there for a reason, and weight classes need to be respected. In Boxing Librarian's video, what alarmed me was he was talking about Kell Brook, and he said that he gave like this. He was giving some interviews, and he said that that he was seeing like 5 triple G's. And after I watched that, I tried to find that video, and I still haven't found it. I'll probably look at it again. But I just felt the need to make the video because if that's true, ladies and gentlemen, Kell Brook's career could potentially be over. Now, don't get me wrong, with the medical field and all that, it can be repaired, the double vision. But if he does have an orbital eye fracture or an orbital floor blowout, that means that he could potentially have screws placed in his eye. And if that's the case, believe me when I say this, his career is over. That means that he'll never be able to face another power puncher again, because you can't fight like that. You just can't. Like, go ask Antonio Margarito. So hopefully Kell Brook does not have to go through surgery to repair that double vision. Hopefully this is just like a temporary thing. Hopefully hopefully the doctor just kind of gives him a little scan, an X-ray of it, and just kind of says you're okay. Just give it some time. But the fact that Kell Brook is saying these types of things, that has me worried. Kell Brook put on a very special performance, man. You can see, like, the man's got a big heart. Even though I haven't agreed with some of his opponent choices as of late, he's got. I think we can all agree that Kell Brook's got that dog in him. He goes into every fight with intentions on winning, and even though even though Kell Brook also plays a part, if his career is over, he does have to take some of the blame for it, because no one put a gun to Kell Brook's head and said, "Hey, you got to fight this guy." At the end of the day, the reality is Kell Brook went in there with intentions on winning, and I have to respect that as a boxing fan. At least me personally. I don't know about you, but I have to respect that. I really do. And let's see, what else, man? Let me try to find that post-fight interview real quick. Oh, before I do though, I'll try to find it, and then I'll just give my thoughts on that. But before I do, I do want to say that I'm done with hearing all this bullshit about Gennady Golovkin being some kind of a monster. I recall that 5th round. Oh, that 5th round where Kell Brook was kind of taking a little beating. I'm looking at this guy, Gennady Golovkin, and I'm looking at how, you could see how serious he was in his eyes. He had the fear of losing, because he knew he was starting to get his ass whooped. He's starting to get his ass torn up. And, he starts putting on that work on Kell Brook. And I'm thinking to myself, like, man, these people are calling this guy a monster. Are you fucking kidding me? This guy's not a monster. He is a bully. That's what bullies. Gennady Golovkin is facing competition that he knows he can defeat. He's not challenging himself, and he doesn't care to. I mean, if you guys think that Kell Brook is a pound for pound worthy challenge of a middleweight, when this Kell Brook is a welterweight, you guys must be on crack. You guys must be druggies. This was ridiculous. This fight should, like, again, I was impressed by Kell Brook's performance, but at the end of the day, this fight shouldn't have happened, and we all have to remember that. And if Kell Brook, if his career ends up being over because of it, You know, this is just going to further my hatred towards Gennady Golovkin because Kell Brook did something for Gennady Golovkin that Gennady Golovkin wasn't willing to do for Andre Ward, and he's also not willing to do that for Saul Canelo Alvarez. You know, I just Gennady Golovkin to me reminds me of he's like that guy who walks into a workplace, right? And he's just a new guy. But he starts acting like he's the shit after, you know, a couple of days. He hasn't earned his stripes. You know, he hasn't earned the right to become the A side. So I'm just so fucking tired of, you know, Gennady Golovkin. He's not a monster. He's a bully. And there's a big difference between the two, okay? It'd be one thing if Gennady Golovkin has ever, you know, made actual attempts at challenging himself, you know, at facing quality competition. But clearly he's not interested in that. Again, look at his opponent choices. Gennady Golovkin himself said that Kell Brook will be his most challenging opponent out of all the fights that he's had thus far. You know, that's ridiculous. If you guys don't find that ridiculous, then, you know, I don't know what to say to you. Anyway, let me try to find this post-fight interview real quick. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. Casual fan. All right, so I found that post-fight interview. I decided I'm going to add this portion. I was initially going to make another video for it, but I'm just going to add it here. Jim Lampley. Oh my fucking God. This guy pisses me off. This guy pisses me off a lot. And I know I mentioned my issue with how he was commentating the fight earlier, but he continues to push this agenda. You know, that, Gennady Golovkin, he didn't look well in the weigh. You know, Gennady Golovkin, he didn't look well in the weigh-ins. You know, I think there might be something wrong with him. He might be sick. You know, Jim Lampley is just fucking despicable. Let me get this straight. Kell Brook is the one that came up 2 weight classes to face Gennady Golovkin. Kell Brook is the one that in this fight that's taking the risk. And somehow Jim Lampley still has the nerve to create a preemptive excuse for, you know, the potential outcome of Gennady Golovkin losing. I find that fucking atrocious. It's just, at least Golovkin had, you know, at least Golovkin wasn't so spineless, and he admitted that he was feeling great, and, you know, at least he didn't fucking pull a Manny Pacquiao and make excuse for his terrible performance. Jim Lampley, holy fuck, you know, I don't like that guy. He's scum. Someone needs to get him out of the fucking commentating table. Jesus Christ. Anyway, that's it. A casual fan. Weight classes need to be respected. And Gennady Golovkin, he is not a monster. He is a bully. There's a difference.